Hey, hello there, it's me RJB from RJBTV, and I have a story to tell you that happened a couple days ago on Thursday. So I got back from the gym and I opened up YouTube to watch some stuff on YouTube, as most people do. And then all of a sudden I got kicked out of YouTube and I could no longer log into YouTube. And then I received an email, which told me, "Hi RJBTV, we have reviewed your content and found severe or repeated violations of our community guidelines. Because of this, we have removed your channel from YouTube." In other words, I got banned from YouTube on Thursday. It didn't state the reason why. I contacted their community support and tried to find out what happened, and to be honest, their community support is just an AI system that is absolutely in every way useless and frustrating, and it did not help me any way whatsoever. It was a completely useless, pointless experience. So I sent in an appeal, and I went to bed quite frustrated because, oh my god, my channel might be gone forever. But as I woke up that morning, my channel was back. They had lifted the suspension, and they still had not told me which rules I broke. Because at this point, I still don't know what the hell happened. They did not explain, they did not elaborate. I just know that I got banned on Thursday, and I was released from prison on Friday. So I'm back. There was a real chance that I could never have uploaded another video on this channel ever again, and that I would have had to start all the way from zero yet again. Luckily, that didn't happen. Which means we can now jump into Brain against J-Style, an epic battle, hopefully an epic battle, that will begin right here, right now. We have talked for like 2 minutes already. Hope I didn't waste your time with that small little talk at the start about how my channel was almost forever gone, never ever to be seen again. Luckily, we survived. We broke free from prison. YouTube has decided to spare my channel. Even though it got banned for no reason, I didn't break any rules, which they didn't elaborate on. Anyway, that aside, we got Brain here on the Blue Terran, on the name DR... I'm not gonna say the name, just who cares. Blue Terran, it's Brain. It's a lot of random letters that mean something on the Korean keyboard. I've got no clue what it means, but he's here. 3 o'clock spawn location on the middle right of the map. On the bottom middle of the map, we have J-Style, who is a Protoss player, and I am honestly not entirely sure who this is, but let's just call him Mr. J. Mr. J. Here on the red Protoss, 6 o'clock spawn location, bottom middle of the map. He is a very strong player, because I've heard some hype from some players about this player. I've heard some hype about him. So I'm excited about seeing what he's got up his sleeve, what kind of tricks he has prepared for you and me. How is he going to fell the beast known as Brain? The smartest player in the world. The best player in the world. Or that is what they say. Is he really? Let's find out. Let's find out if he really is. Because that is what J-Style is going to try to find out. Is Brain number one? Or am I, J-Style, the number one? That is what he's asking himself. And he's going for a regular double gateway opening. Then make 2 zealots, and then make a nexus. Some players like to go for the nexus before the 2 zealots. Some other players get the 2 zealots before the nexus, because that just gives you a little bit more fighting power, a little bit faster. Like, you can see it. He queued up 2 zealots, and he gets the nexus about like 6 to 8 seconds after the 2 zealots. So that's 8 seconds faster onto the map to fight the Terran than you otherwise would be able to. And those 8 seconds might just make all the difference. A Brain here goes for a double barracks command center, and I do believe Brain has good enough micro to not have this 2 barracks against 2 gateway situation let J-Style get the better of him. But I do think that this situation is slightly better for J-Style than it is for Brain. But if Brain manages to come out of this unharmed, or at least with the least amount of harm possible, then he will be in the driver's seat. We got 6 Marines on the scene. I think J-Style should have waited for those other 2 Zealots to arrive on the scene and then go for the fight. 2 Zealots against 6 Marines, you're not gonna win that one. But 4 Zealots against 6 Marines, now that's where you have a shot. That's where you have a shot. But yeah, he wasted one Zealot, Well, this Zealot is almost dead. He's gonna try again against how many Marines? 7 Marines. 3 against 7. Pretty good chance here, but not as good as earlier. He gets on the Marines there though. Brain is not even microing. Okay, he starts the micro. He's feeling the heat. Yeah, he was microing as little as possible because he knows that I have enough Marines to clear Zealots without having to worry about losing too many Marines. Zealot there goes into the backside, which opens up the front. This is an interesting little dynamic. You pull that Zealot into the backside, it forces the Terran to pull the Marines and follow it around, which should open up the front door for 2 more Zealots to get in there and do the exact same thing all over again. So he sees what Brain is up to. Brain is on double command center, double gas. He's gonna go for double factory very, very soon. We've got an academy on the way there in the back. He's gonna get stim, he's gonna get medic. And he might even try to go for an offensive move onto J Style, who got his cannon in the front a little bit late. It finished up just on time. Just on time. Brain tried to arrive here before the cannon finishes so we could maybe break through and do some damage, but J Style has everything planned out just perfectly fine. Which now means that J Style is going to try to do a little bit of a return attack or maybe attempt to just keep information on whether the Marines are moving out or not. Like it's just a dance back and forth. While J Style is getting a double robo here back at home, and we might see a Citadel of a Dune coming up sometime soon as well. You never know. Sometimes they get a Citadel of a Dune really early, sometimes they do not. He gets a support bay, and that's going to be a Citadel of a Dune right there on the side. So most of the time, players get a robo, then a Citadel of a Dune, another robo, and then the support bay. He went for robo support bay, which means he's going to get his Reaver out a little bit faster than usual. Just a little bit faster. He's going to get shuttle speed a little bit faster as well. Just a little bit faster, not much. Just a little bit faster. Like I'd say 15 to 20 seconds, maybe 25 seconds faster. So triple cannon in the front. He's a little bit scared of Brain. Brain is not going to try to stim through, but he just wants to put some pressure onto J Style to force J Style to get a couple more cannons, because J Style can never be too sure what Brain has here on the middle. Does he have fire bats? Does he have more Marines? What does he have? Do we have to be scared? Better to be safe than sorry. So the 2 cannons will slow down his other progressions just a tiny little bit. The double factory here back at home, getting a 3rd barracks as well, getting level 1 attack, getting Marine range, has Stim already finished up, getting siege tank as well, and 2 siege tanks. And he has an engineering bay, yep, over there. I already mentioned that one. Getting turrets on the bottom against those drops. Leaving some space in between those depots so he can walk through very easily to defend himself against drops or whatever else gets into his base. That's really a thing I've been noticing with these top Terran players. They leave open some space here and there. They don't completely fill up their base. They leave some space to move back and forth more easily, to give them more room to breathe. And oh, big attack on the middle kills 1 of the Reavers. That's a great shot. But loses all the Marines as well. Shuttle survives with very little. He tried to kill it there with the scan, with a single 1 Marine shooting up on the high ground. Doesn't quite get it. Triple tank in the front. Zealots don't have speed. They almost have speed. It's almost finished. Reaver might fly over the top side to fly into the backside and get some damage onto the SCVs while he's going to try to distract in the front with the Zealot speed. That's what I think he's going to do. Distract in the front with the Zealots, go over the top side with the Reaver shuttle. But Brain smells something is cooking. He maybe knows. Another dropper on the bottom, Reaver and a shuttle. Turrets on the bottom side, though, will protect the bottom side. He has to redirect, goes in over the top side. Reaver unloads, Reaver shoots, gets a huge shot there on a bunch of Marines. Goes in over the bottom, shuttle unloads just on time. Reaver is a little bit too far away, can only get 1 single SCV kill. Might get a couple more Marine kills there, though. Needs 2 more. 2 more. Reaver goes down to the SCV. Ooh, SCV is the MVP. So yeah, Brain is fine for the moment, but does not have a lot of units to defend himself with. But there is a little bit of time in between the drops from J-Style, so he has some time to recover some of those Marines with his 5 barrack production. He's been producing tanks very diligently. 5 of them at the moment. Still no armory being built anywhere. He's gonna shuttle units over the hill into this corner here and try to attack from the bottom side. He's gonna maybe attack the turrets with the Zealots. So the Zealots go for the turrets and the Marines there. He's going to fly in, unload a couple more. Getting double those Marines. This is a great move from J-Style. This is very, very smart play. Very smart play. Very smart choice. Not doing as much damage as I would have hoped, but he's at least opening up this entire bottom section to make shuttle drops in the future a lot easier to fly in. Does not take down all the turrets though. Really did not kill as much as I thought he would. Brain just controlled his Marines very well. Created space, let the tanks do most of the damage by running away from the Zealots, letting the Zealots chase the Marines, and then go right back in as the Zealots have less HP. He played it very well. Drop is going to the top side. He's got 4 robos. He's got about, I'd say, 8 gateways. 2 still on the way. Storm is finished up already. A lot of cannons in the back. Actually, not that many cannons. It's only 3 cannons in the back. So his protection against drops is not that awesome. Luckily for him, Brain is not going for drops. It is him who's going for drops. Reavers are too far away from the SCVs. He's going to have to pick that one up and fly it in closer. Well, there's a High Templar in the mix. High Templar storms, but the SCVs are beefy little boys, and they do survive the storm. Medics on the scene to heal up those SCVs so they won't die to the future storm. But Brain did feel that drop pretty badly because his minerals got disrupted. He was down to 7 minerals. Very low. One shuttle there goes down with a slight little input mistake. Yeah, he's level 1 attack there on the Marines. I don't see an armory still, so he's really relying on the Marine defense. As for J-Style, got 1 forge, getting upgrades. He's on 74 probes. That's his exact right amount. No upgrades finished yet, but it should very soon be finished in like, I'd say 12 seconds or so. It will finish up, and he will have level 1 attack to help him kill his opponent a little bit easier. So far, J-Style is putting on great pressure, but Brain is doing a great job defending, going through every single step that he has to go through to ensure he doesn't just die to drops. Marines in the bottom, turrets in between. Turrets are pretty much everywhere at this point. Getting a couple more engineering base to float up onto the high ground. Finds a pretty good spot to go in from, trying to fly. Oh, he's going to unload on the bottom. He's going to go for a frontal attack and a drop attack in the base. Reavers are shooting everywhere. Reavers are taking heavy fire there, though. Templar does not storm. Reavers are killing the Marines so quickly. All the Marines are in fact dead and gone. That was the absolute perfect move from J-Style, completely breaking open the game, tearing down the defenses. Marines do not get the Reaver. Brain is in trouble. He has a lot of units in the back. A couple more tanks are spawning. 2 armories are upgrading. But his supply is down by 70 at this point, which should give J-Style, who just open up the front door, the opportunity to just produce, send, and even mix in some drops to try and hit those SCVs. He's trying to, he's playing with his food. Arrives on the scene as he's running to safety. Double storm gonna happen. Second storm gets like, I'd say that was like 20 kills. That was a great second storm. He is really doing a number onto Brain. Brain is hurting badly. This is really bad for Brain. Lost the factory. He's building fire bats now to try and stay alive against the waves of Zealots. We have triple forge now from J-Style. A fleet beacon as well. No, 2 Stargates in fact. Getting disruption web as well. J-Style is reminding me a lot of Mappo and Libaku. But I know for a fact he's neither of those 2 players, but he plays a very solid Protoss. Goes in over the top. Templar's getting shot. Templar unloading. Templar not storming. Templar too far away. Templar storm. Templar hits really hard. Kills another 20 SCVs. There might still be something more in there. Starts unloading. Zealots are on the scene. Killing turrets. Killing whatever they can. There's nothing left in there. He unloaded everything he could. Shuttles do go down. And another wave in the front there trying to attack. He built a new wall, but the wall gets taken down. Shuttle there in the sky with something inside. Not sure what it is. There's a Reaver. Gonna shoot down those Marines from the bottom side. Gonna micro on the side there. Templar on the scene. Templar not storming. Surprisingly. Maybe it already stormed, but Brain is really suffering. Like at this point into the game, every single unit that Brain loses, it hurts him emotionally. Not just physically, but emotionally too. Because every single thing he loses means he gets one step closer to getting destroyed by J-Style, who's been doing a great job swinging away with that sledgehammer, breaking down those walls. He's been doing a great job. And he will soon be on 2 attack. 1 armor, 1 shield. And there's his Cybercore number 2, so he might be planning on going for carriers at some point. He doesn't have the Stargates yet, but he's preparing for the eventual switch to carriers if he has to get them. He's already building the pylons here to build a Stargate base. He's also building cannons on the sides and in the middle to contain Brain and make it harder for Brain to move out across the map and attack J-Style with a counter move, which he, by the way, at the moment, can really not go for. But he's just protecting himself from every single possible option Brain has. He's going through all the steps of the process to secure the game and shut down Brain's options. Some playing around there with the shuttles on the top, finds a way in, Disruption Raptor on the Marines, Reavers unloading, Reavers getting surrounded, but the Reavers are shooting pretty hard. Zealots are blocked behind the structures though, so 1 Reaver does go down, but the Zealots are now on the chase with their 2 attack and almost 1 armor and shield. Supply depots are in danger, takes down some turrets, he's shooting whatever he can, or producing back at home. He's just letting the Reavers shoot on whatever they want to. As I said before, at this point, killing anything is a victory for J-Style. Killing nothing means Brain can, make a comeback. Just killing anything is great for him. Valkyrie there getting vision all across that high ground. Shuttles on the bottom. There's a lot of turrets in between, so these shuttles will not all unload, but as long as something unloads, it will be good for him. Finds a decent opening, starts unloading. Templars on the scene, very close. Templars are within range of the SCVs and gets another 12 or so, maybe even 20 kills. Absolutely gnarly, disgustingly accurate storm drops. And level 1 armor and shield are finished up. Another storm happens, but this time around does not get any kills except for 1 single SCV. Brain is still behind by 80 supply, still only on 5 barracks. He's on 6 barracks actually, he landed 1 of them. And 4 factories. His upgrades are on 1-1 there for the tanks, and he's on 0-2 there for the Marines. So he still gets those, keeps on getting those Marine upgrades because he knows that the Marines are pretty much his last line of defense. And at that, another drop there on the bottom. Took down the turrets on the high ground, trying to storm, but nothing is within range. Another drop from the top side there, that's the real drop. This is the one to focus on. Distraction on the bottom, the real one from the top. Templar got a great storm off yet again, killed like 10 SCVs, great storms, great multitasking. He keeps opening up these sides to allow him to fly through. He's getting some carriers, but he doesn't really need the carriers. He can honestly win the game with just mass attacks through the front door, but he doesn't have that many gateways. We have 10 in the front row, 4 in the back, and 1 more in the front. So it's a total of 50. And yeah, this might be Lee Baku. It might not be. I just don't know. There are so many players on the scene these days that it's very hard to tell them apart. So yeah, just gonna call him J-Style over the bottom. Marines trying to snipe the shuttle. Not gonna happen though. Templars on the scene. Templars storming. Templars getting a lot of kills yet again. It's absolutely brutal. Oof, goes right into the storm and loses pretty much all the remaining SCVs. Not looking pretty. He's bleeding out. He doesn't even call GG, he just leaves. Just taps out and gives J-Style the victory, which he earned with some very precise, very high-tempo gameplay that you've come to expect from Protoss players these days. Protoss players these days are just so damn good. They've had so many years to develop and hone the craftsmanship of shuttle drops, multitasking, build order, refinement, and optimization. Everything is coming together very, very nicely. This was game number 1. In the next video, we're going to do game number 2 between these 2 players and find out whether Brain is going to have his revenge or whether J-Style is going to continue on progressing forward and take Brain down a second time. Most of the time, we can see Brain play better and better as the series goes on because he has a drive to win and he performs better and better. The higher the stakes, the higher the pressure. And right now, the pressure is up on high. He's down. So see you next time. It's RJB from RJBTV, who was almost banned forever from YouTube, but has broken free from his shackles, from his imprisonment, and has returned to provide you with some fun content, namely StarCraft on the fastest map. See you next time.